I'm here about 45 minutes north of Nashville in a little farming community, Springfield, Tennessee. But as luck would have it, Mother Nature has sort of dealt us a bit of an odd hand here, so we've had to have a change of plan. And you'll know what I'm talking about in just a minute. Well, here it is. I'm at Harris Aquafarm, Tennessee's only freshwater shrimp farm. But as you can see, there's no shrimp. See, the thing of it is, Mother Nature decided to give us a few cold nights, unexpectedly, and unexpectedly early. So they lost a lot of the crop here. They had to harvest early. So by the time we got here, there was nothing left for us to see. But you know, it's a high-risk crop. It is the only active freshwater shrimp farm in Tennessee. And for the last 10 years, Jane Corbin has been running this operation. So, you know what? Let's go find out about shrimp farming in Tennessee, shall we? Jane, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Great. I'm so glad to meet you.
Well, let me tell you now. I saw pictures of the place before I came out, and there was a picture of you feeding the shrimp in these beautiful water-filled ponds. It was picturesque. It was gorgeous. Tell me what happened.
The temperature dropped very severely, unexpectedly, and we have had low temperatures in October, late September and October in the past, and we've had wonderful harvests, but this year it got me. So when we saw what was happening, we had to pull them early.
Sure. So we got here just a wee bit late to see that
yes,
beautiful picturesque scene. The ponds are drained, the shrimp, what was left of the crop is out and gone.
And today was scheduled to be the big day.
Yes, of course. We were going to be here for it.
When we saw that we were in trouble, we just decided we had to pull them early. So
sure. Well, like you say, and now these freshwater prawns that you do here, they're actually a Malaysian prawns. In origin.
Yes, they are.
So they're used to a very warm water, a very high temperature.
Yes, they are. The window for growing these is so short, and of course we had a good hot summer, which they loved, but then the cold weather just happened so suddenly.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like anything else. It's the risk you take. You had 9 great years. You got a bit of a surprise this year.
That's true.
But of course, next year you'll be back up and at it.
Well, you know, I know about these problems. It never happened to me personally before, but I've lived through it with the family, and I know these things happen, and there's nothing you can do about the weather.
Past years, you actually have 3 ponds, don't you?
Right. We have had wonderful harvests, averaging about 600 to 800 pounds per acre. So I've had wonderful success for 9 years. You know, of course, this is a very big disappointment, but I'll work through it.
Absolutely. You did, of course, salvage some of the crop.
Yes,
you didn't
we did.
Lose it all.
I suppose you could say this was a very valuable lesson that I have learned, and a most expensive one. But we learn from our mistakes, and so
we do, don't we? We learn from our mistakes, onward and upward.
And we have to keep going. That's right.
Well, speaking of learning, why don't we learn how to cook these shrimp?
All right.
Let's do it.
Great.
Come on. This is the best part of the show. We get to actually taste the food. I can smell it from here. So you've got this is a classic low country boil you got going for me here, I think.
It is.
So I can smell the corn, the potatoes, the sausage, and some of those great seasonings in there. It's time for the shrimp, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and I hope that it will be good.
I've no doubt it'll be good. Here they come. These are the shrimp that were just processed a couple of days ago. Now, Jerry, before they jump in, let me take a look in here. Okay, now these are similar to the ocean shrimp, but these are actually freshwater prawns. So what we have here, first of all, the tract is far less obvious.
Right.
So they don't have because they're not scavenger shrimp.
They don't have the mud vein yet, and they're healthier because you know what they have eaten.
But these are much closer to a langoustine. They're much more sort of lobstery in taste and texture than what an ocean shrimp would be.
They are.
They got a sweeter flavor.
They do have a milder, sweeter flavor.
Well, I can't wait. Okay, in they go. Now these will be cooked in about 3 minutes.
About 2 to 3 minutes, right. When they start turning pink and coming to the top,
beautiful.
You know that they're ready. It doesn't take them long. Just because they're larger than marine shrimp does not mean that you have to cook them any longer.
Yeah, it's fantastic looking. See, you can't beat it fresh and simple and just done right.
Well, you know, I asked one of the chefs in Nashville the other day how when I delivered them, he was having a dinner that night, and I said, how are you going to serve these tonight? I like to ask him. And he said, you know what, I do very simple things with these because I don't want to take from their flavor.
That's right. The best chefs understand that if you have a great product to start with, your job is to do as little as possible to it. I see you got the whole family here.
Yes, my special prizes. This is the reason that I'm not that depressed over the shrimp harvest, because these are my life. They really are.
More important than a few shrimps, as you.
Yes, they are. 5 wonderful grandchildren.
All right, well, 5 hungry grandchildren.
Yes, they are.
Come on, guys. Let's dig in. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. All right, well, I'm going to try one of these shrimp. This is the highlight of the meal. Oh, it's good.
Are they good?
Well, you know,
Is it good?
the first thing is they're just more tender and sweeter than what you would get from your regular ocean shrimp.
They are. And you know, it's really funny. You have trouble, or I have had trouble getting customers in the very beginning to try them. Once they do, they're repeat customers every week.
They're hooked.
They want to have shrimp on Sunday. You know, at the farmer's market, I have customers.
Like I said, they're just much more like langoustine. Even the color of them and the texture, they're just they're not that, they don't have that rubbery.
Right, exactly. Right.
Tender and sweet. They're beautiful. Jane, I really want to thank you for sharing this day with your family and with us, and it's just terrific. You got a great operation here. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you, and it's been our pleasure to have you come.
Well, thank you.
And, we'll look forward to visiting your restaurants when we're in Knoxville.
Good. Well, we're not gone yet. We got a lot of shrimp to eat, so
yes,
we'll
yes.
see you a little bit down the road.
All right.
Well, you know, that was a great little trip there to that freshwater shrimp farm. And you know, talking to Jane, it just really brings home the reality that these small crop farmers, you know, it's a high risk business, and it's a testament to their work ethic that it's in their 10th year they finally had this. They've had 9 successful years, and in the 10th year they have this big drawback. But you know, just from meeting them and talking to them, you know that next year they're going to come back bigger and better for it. So my hat's off to them. They're doing a hell of a job there. 90 Miles with Chef Garrett is proud to have been brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourism. We want you to explore the possibilities of Tennessee. The stage is set for you. Log on to tnvacation.com for everything you need to see in Tennessee.